take 107 or something. Yeah, I've been trying to start this video. I don't understand why. But anyway, hi guys, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Reba M if you don't know me, and if you do, it's Reba Teacher to you because I'm in South Korea. So if you're new here, welcome. I do vlogs, occasionally sit downs. I document my life in general. It's a little bit of everything. I'm letting you guys in because I love taking videos, I love YouTube, and that's why I'm here. And if you're returning, thank you for coming back. I'm glad you like it here, because if you're coming back, it means you like it, right? Yeah. Anyway, what else do I want to say? Before you go any further, please leave me a purple heart, like and comment. Don't forget to comment, and give me your thoughts on whatever sparks your interest in terms of what I'm going to be saying and all that. But yeah, as you can see by the title of this video, I am answering your questions finally. Like I said previously, I owe you guys and I promise you guys I'm dressed. It's a dress. Yeah. I owe you guys a sit down video. I posted questions a while back, a very long time back, but because I've been so consistent with vlogging, I haven't had time to sit down and record the video. What else? Yeah, basically. What else did I want to say? So I posted on Instagram and on YouTube. So I'll start with the YouTube questions. I don't want to make this video long, but you know me. But I hope it's not going to be more than 25 minutes because there's no way. It's not a lot of questions. Yeah. And then what else did I want to say? Yeah, let's get into the video. So I'm gonna be looking here because we don't have a camera yet. Excuse me. But from my lips to God's ears, we're getting a camera soon. Lord, hear my prayer. Guys, please give me money. Please watch the ads so that I have, you know, something, and we'll say it's gonna be our camera, but like so that we can say you contributed somehow to the camera. I mean, you contributed by watching, but like, do you understand me? Anyway, I just found these from the other convenience store. They're actually good. The flavor is rose tteokbokki. I don't like tteokbokki, but obviously the flavor is good. I don't like the chewiness of tteokbokki, yeah, and dok, but this flavoring is really good, so you must try it out. This is it. And I'm also having mango juice because it's so hot, guys. It is so hot. It was raining yesterday. You'd swear it wasn't raining because even today, this morning, it was raining, but now the sun is out. It's scorching hot. The fan was on. I prefer the fan over the AC because I don't want to say AC, the aircon, because my sinuses act up with. I think my AC is dirty. It needs to be cleaned, so I don't want to be the whole time and, you know, catching colds and whatever. But yeah, the fan was on, but because I want you guys to hear me, you know, I decided to switch it off. So I'm gonna struggle for the next 20 minutes, I guess. Yeah. Anyway, let's get into the questions. The first question is from YouTube, and that's the only question really. Yeah, that's the only question. It says, what made you move? It's a series of reasons. Hey, hectic singers. Anyway, I've got a couple of reasons, right? I've always wanted to get into the ESL industry or join the ESL industry, only because I wanted to live abroad and experience living abroad. And then in 2020, I was going to China and my flight had to be cancelled because COVID, baby. COVID was like not on my watch. Yeah, because I was literally going to Wuhan, right? And then fast forward, I continued with life and I still tried to get into like the ESL industry, but then I think it wasn't working out, especially for China because they opened their borders so late. So I was like, let me try something else. And then I tried South Korea, and yeah, it's one of those things that I've always wanted to do. Hectic, my battery is low, but I think it will survive until the video ends. Yeah, and then sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. Another reason is, you know, this thing of alignment. Yeah, so I was working at my workplace, corporate South Africa. I miss corporate, actually, I won't lie, but I was on a contract, on a 2-year contract, and it was coming to an end. So my company went under curatorship. So, and then the company that bought us, like, there was a bit of uncertainty. So as contracted people, were like probably gonna be the first to go out. So eventually, when like my head was like, we'll extend your contract for 6 months, I was like, nah, I'm not taking the 6 months, because I had already gotten an offer for South Korea. But it worked out in a sense, like the alignment part, in the sense of what do you call this? My lease was ending in March, my contract was ending in March, right? And then I had to be in South Korea in April. So it gave me enough time to sort out my life, move back home, pack up and leave. And I was like, you know, so it was also alignment. But I was like, if I take that 6 months, but after 6 months, what happens? No one signs a lease for 6 months. Maybe my landlord would have allowed, because I was renting directly from a landlord. But like, I was like, there's a lot of uncertainty here, and corporate South Africa, it be your own. I had a terrible experience with my team leader, who, yeah, actually a lot of us in our team had like a terrible experience with her, and I was like, I'm not gonna stand this for 6 months, whereas I can go and start afresh. And yeah, so yeah, so that's the reasons, the couple of reasons I left. But yeah, anyway, I'm rambling now. Let me go to the next question. I've been asking this question for like 4 minutes. Okay, next question is, are you single? I'm laughing, right? Because the person who asked this question knows the answer, but because of course content for the people. Am I single? I don't know. According to Home Affairs, I am 100% single, because, you know, but what do you guys think? Do you guys think I'm single? Oh, you guys, do you know that thing of if I win the lottery, I will not tell anyone, but there will be signs. Do you know that thing? There will be signs. Yeah, but and then what else? Also, this is just a disclaimer. Even if whether I am or not, what am I saying? Whether I'm single or not, right? I wouldn't post my partner, or I wouldn't show them on YouTube, because there are certain things that you need to keep to yourself, and enjoy in private, because yeah, so I wouldn't show them, because also this is not a YouTube channel. This is not a couple's channel. It's my channel. So if they end up appearing in the future or whenever, I don't know, then it will be, but it wouldn't be like a thing of, hey, I'm gonna show my person if I have a person to get it, because it's Reba M's channel. Anyway, next question. How did you meet your Korean parents or family? So I met my Korean parents at church. I don't know if you guys remember, there was a time I was homesick, and then one of the things I actively did was try to find church, because there's something about being in the physical church. Like, you can be at the feet of Jesus anywhere, really, right? But there's something about being at the physical church, and I was like, oh no, maybe that will help me feel like at home, being in an Adventist church. And so the first lady that I met or had an encounter with was my Korean mom, and she translated for me, and yeah, it's like a match made in heaven. Church at first sight, I don't know. But also she started saying, you're my Korean daughter. My Korean daughter, I'm your Korean mom. And you know, by default, the husband just automatically becomes part of the package, because you know how women are. Yeah, so that's how I met them. Okay, after a year of being in South Korea, how is the environment like now than before? Are you happy there? after a year of being in South Korea, yeah, I think I'm happy. I'm at peace, man. Like, I thought I'll generally, like, when I left South Africa, I was like, I'm just gonna stay a year here and leave. But I'm happy, I'm at peace, I enjoy my work environment. I've built a little community in my little town. I told myself that I'm gonna stop saying my place is a city because way. But yeah, so in my little town, I have like a community, and yeah, the environment hasn't really changed much. There's just I'm doing much more work. Yeah, I'm growing in the ESL industry. Um, yeah, and yeah, nothing much has changed really. Yeah, just more work, growth, a more a sense of community. I belong now. Like even the elderly, like there's this lady, we always bump into each other and we have a conversation, and I'm just there like, I don't understand you. But we will talk. Like some days when I'm holding an umbrella, she's like, no, you're not holding it properly, because she'll be like doing something like this, and I'm just like, okay, sir, okay, ma'am, okay, okay. Yeah, like even like, because I live in an area where there's like a lot of old people. Like I don't live downtown, and I bump into this other old man. He always gives me like snacks. This one time he gave me these other snacks that tasted like scoppers. Like I was so reluctant to take them because he was eating them. I was like, and I was like, you know what, let me just take them. Then I took them. It's like, oh, I'm glad I took them. So it's one of those things, man. Like yeah, anyway, what has been the biggest lesson you've learned about yourself since you came to South Korea? The biggest lesson is I can literally achieve whatever I put my mind to. Like I've always known it, but with certain things that I've been accomplishing, and I was like, okay, I always knew that, but you know, type of thing. So, and another thing is, if you ask my friends, like my closest friends, I'm a very punctual person, so I tend to be very impatient. Like impatient. I don't like waiting, but I realized that I'm patient. I mean, of course I work with kids, but I am very patient. I am very patient. Like, of course it's circumstantial, but like I'm very patient. Yeah. So those are the two things that I've learned about myself. And actually a third one is I don't mind being alone, in a sense of I can do things by myself, like go out on a solo date, even though I look different from everyone in this city, literally. I can go on a solo trip, like I went to Jeju solo. You know, I thrive, okay, not thrive, it's okay to do things alone, and I've come to the realization that I can actually do it. Anyway, how can one save, invest once they've moved to Korea? I think it depends, right? For me, I believe in out of sight, out of mind, because if it's in my bank account, I will think I have money, so I remove it, I take it elsewhere. Yeah, so have like a savings account into your account. Like you have like your primary bank account, right? Your day-to-day, and then like you could have like a savings pocket and whatnot. But I prefer to save with my South African bank, mainly because my Korean card is not like a Master or a Visa, so I can't really use it anyway. So having like a banker helps with like all those things, like having like money I cannot access. I know if it's like a floating fixed deposit, is that what it's called? Hey, accounting student, wild. But I think it's a floating fixed deposit where it's fixed, but you deposit money into it monthly, but you cannot access the money for a certain period. And then there's one where I can access the money like an emergency fund, and then there's also one that it's like an emergency fund, but you have to put notice. So it depends, man. There are various ways. I know there was a time I was playing around with easy equities, but I haven't really done that. But also, just to say, what one person is able to save, another may not, because we've got different responsibilities. Just a side note. And malapa halikan, so you could be helping at home, or and another person may not, or another person's primary purpose would be like to travel, and yours would be just to, I don't know, study or whatever. So it just depends, man. Just do your research, but out of sight, out of mind, because hey, me, I love shopping. Anyway, rambling. How's life in Korea? Life is good, man. Life is peaceful. I miss home, I won't lie. I miss the African Adventist way of worship. I miss familiarity. Having access to be able hectic, being able to do my hair, walk into a salon and do my hair, and not have to set up an appointment months in advance or a month in advance or something like that. Yeah, but life in South Korea is good. Like I can't complain. It's expensive. It depends. So it's expensive to an extent, right? But it's manageable. It's manageable. It's all about how you budget and spend your money. But life is good overall. Another question. Planning on dating in Korea? You guys are weird in Korea. Like, y'all move weird in South Korea. Yeah, no, y'all move weird. I won't lie. What I've seen, what I've heard, what I've encountered. So that's all I'm gonna say. Yeah. Anyway, another question: would you ever work for a hagwan? Absolutely not. Unless I'm desperate. Absolutely not. Because I value rest. Like, guys, I value rest. Like, the most classes I have in a day is 6, right? And I'm always exhausted after those classes because 6 classes of the same grade. So basically I'm teaching one lesson 6 times in a day. But anyway, we're not there. But I wouldn't work for a hagwan because in as much as they get paid more, I value my rest, I value my vacation time, I value desk warming. I appreciate that because it allows me to plan as well. Yeah. What happens if you want to terminate your contract just after you renew your contract? I absolutely do not know. Like, I don't want to lie. I did not do any research. I did not read these questions prior. I just screenshotted them and then forgot about them. So to answer your question, I have no idea. But from the Epic perspective, if you're resigning, I don't know if it's just after you renew your contract, but if you're resigning, you need to put in 2 months notice. So I guess it would be apply the same way unless you do a midnight run, which I do not recommend. Don't quote me and say Reba said do midnight runs. No. Just put notice, I guess, 2 months notice as the contract says. And yeah, by the way, love all of your videos. Can't wait for more. Huh? Yeah, can't wait for, it's written can't wait for me, but I believe it's can't wait for more, or I can't wait for me to move. I don't know, but thank you, love it. Thank you for watching. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy my content. Yeah. Thinking of staying permanently in Korea. Oh no, I have certain goals that I need to achieve, but also there are certain goals that I cannot achieve when I'm in Korea. Yeah, so I don't intend on staying permanently. I may leave and come back. I don't know, have I even thought of that? But like, I need to leave at some point, right? But I doubt I would stay here permanently. Yeah, no. Oh, the question, how? No, I think I've answered everything. Oh, wow. I answered everything. I'm so glad. Okay, so that concludes the questions part. of this video. And I just want to say I have been consistent and I will stay consistent, but next semester, no, from July, I may not be as consistent, sorry, as I am. Maybe I'll upload 2 videos in a month because life is going to happen, I know for sure. The problem is not taking content, the problem is editing. And yeah, I may not be able to be as consistent, but because you have this sit down, and I'm gonna record another sit down after this, and then apart from that, I don't know, I don't want to lie. So that's what I want to talk about. And I also want to talk about I usually do Vlogtober. I don't think I'll be able to do it this year. Yeah, but ooh, my phone is on 10% hectic. I will be doing Vlogmas in place of Vlogtober. I like Vlogtober because October is my birthday month, so I feel like, you know, but I'll probably do Vlogmas, but not Vlogtober this year because life is happening, guys. Life is happening. But yeah, and then what else I want to speak about? Yeah, I think those are the main things. But yeah, thank you for watching. If you made it this far, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Tell me your thoughts on the questions I answered, and I don't know, your opinions, how you would do things differently. I don't know, just please show me love and please watch that. But yeah, thank you. Please leave a purple heart, and I will see you in the next one.